Hello everybody and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Red. So in between episodes I went around to various spots around the map and generated some new terrain. Found a very nice magical forest way off here to the west. Found quite a few silverwood trees out there, and with that I got an absolute ton of shimmerleaf, which is good. That's exactly what we need. Also, in between episodes, I went ahead and I created several more potions, and I got us a full stack of Sano. So with that, we now have a full stack of Praetantatio, a full stack of Sano Herba, a half stack of Vitium, and 4 Shimmerleaf. That is what we are going to need to get started today. So, what are we going to make? We are going to make ethereal blooms. You might be asking yourself, well, why are we going to make ethereal blooms? Well, ethereal blooms, if we take a look here, and there they are. They're made from shimmerleaf, and ethereal bloom slowly but surely restores land corrupted by mystical means to its former glory. This includes the blight known as taint. While others can not combat taint directly, few tainted growths can survive outside of their natural environment for long and tend to die back. The flower only purifies the land bathed in its light out to a range of about 8 blocks. So, what we have over there is we have a tainted node. And if we just brought that straight into our base here, well, that node would start to taint our entire base. And before long, we have taint spores all over the place, and it's just a huge mess. And, you know, we're having a hard enough time with flux and taint and everything else around here with everything that we're doing. We don't need to add to the problem. So, we are going to make the ethereal blooms to help keep that tainted node in check until we can get it transduced. And then it won't too much matter. I also went out and I found another silverwood tree that had a pure node in it, and that is slowly but surely starting to turn this area into a magical forest area, which is fine. But also the pure nodes will help to, or the pure node rather, will help to keep the area clean and, not make the tainted node do as much damage. So, let's get started here. What do we need? We need 16 of each of the aspects. Except for the Vitium, we need 8. And we're going to want about 4 of these. So, let's just go ahead and split everything up into a stack of 4. There we go. And we'll go ahead and do that as well. So now, a little bit of organization going on here, just so that, we're not doubling up on anything. Oops, didn't want to do that. There we go. That's good to put one there. That's good to put one there. And there we go. So now it should be just as easy as dropping that, those, and that in. And voila, there is our ethereal bloom. So let's do it again. And again. And one more time. There we go. Now we have our 4 ethereal blooms. And what we're going to do with these is we're just going to come right back here. This dirt block I just placed down as a guide so that we know exactly where we're going to put everything. And actually, I don't like that, so we're actually going to move this out one more. Oh no, I said out one more. Really? There we go. So hard to tell with that anti-block sometimes where you're going to put stuff. So there we go. There are our 4 ethereal blooms that will keep everything in check. This block right here will actually end up being something else. We can actually go ahead and dig that out. But as far as everything goes, can throw that up there. Let's go ahead and grab our, you know what, I made another teleposition focus level 1 because that's all we want to move. We just want to move the node. We don't want to move everything else. So since it's no longer hungry, we can head upstairs here. And of course it's nighttime. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night so we don't have to worry about anything. As you guys, I'm sure probably saw there by the chat log, I have been letting the game run idle a little bit. We keep running out of the air aspect, so I just wanted to let the game kind of sit idle for a little bit so that way, you know, we could get a little bit of air aspect back into our system. So there we go. We will come back here now. And let's go back downstairs real quick and we will set up this teleposer. There we go. We really need to do something about those slimes as well. They are getting really annoying. I have a plan for them, I think. I'm just not exactly sure how to implement it at this point in time. But hopefully they won't be around for very much longer. So now that that's all set up, let's head out to our node. Jump and fly, thank you. And it's just a short little flight over here through the tornado scoured lands. Alright, and here it is right over here, right where we left it. So again, it's a tainted node now, so we don't have to worry about much except for, you know, these taint bug things. Yeah, taint swarms. They are a pain in the butt. And if you do not get that tainted goo out of your inventory as fast as possible, it will start dissolving in there, and it's bad times all the way around. You're causing all of the issues. Yeah, it will start basically giving you more warp, and it's just no fun. And we already have enough warp as it is. We don't need something else adding more warp to us. Let's come over here and see if we can get rid of this swarm as well. Make sure we empty our inventory of the dew. Alright, so now let's go ahead and we will just get rid of all of that. There is our big O node, which is just looks absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll pick that up because we need to actually bring this up one more. There we go, it's right on top. Throw our teleposition focus in there and send it on its way. Now we can get the heck out of Dodge and not worry about coming back to this area for quite some time. So we will head back over here and go back home. There we go. And hopefully it didn't unload all of those chunks, so we can go right back down to Thaumcraft. Excellent. If we come back over here, we can see it's already starting to try and taint the place up. But we have the ethereal blooms here that are help keeping everything in check. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of this teleposer, and now we need to get a node stabilizer. Well, we just so happen to have some extra node stabilizers. Not a problem. We put down this node stabilizer real quick. That will at least stabilize the node, because now we can move our pure node inside, so that this can help even more. There we go. Now we just did a transducer. So we will knock the block out directly above. And we will put this anti-block there because we moved it. See, like I said, guys, you know, we're starting to get taint fibers starting to spawn everywhere. And that's why, you know, we wanted to get those ethereal blooms as fast as possible. I feel oddly drained. Oh, great, the flux flew. I told you we've got a lot of bad stuff going on with us right now. But we need a transducer. So let's see what we have, what we don't have. Well, we got the node stabilizer that we're going to need. We're going to need a redstone comparator and a couple blocks of redstone. Let's see here. There's a repeater. That's not gonna help us. Need 4 blocks of redstone. Let's use regular quartz instead of the pure quartz. There we go. There's our comparator. There's our 4 blocks of redstone. There is our transducer. And we're also going to need 1 more block of redstone. Alright, so come over here. We put our block of redstone right up there. Just like before. We did our transducer. And we watch the magic happen. There it goes. Is now transducing the node down. And we have over 400 Terra and over 400 Aqua. Let's see what we end up with after everything gets transduced down. This is going to take just a few moments. So while this is transducing down, let's go work on a couple of other things that we are going to need. We are going to need to clean up our inventory first and foremost. That's a definite must. So we will go ahead and throw everything back in here. Got our chunk loader. Let's go ahead and, like I said, clean up the inventory a little bit here. Change this back over to the white anti-block so that they'll stack right back in there. We can put our obsidian in there. Let's put our obsidian chisel away. And there we go. Grab a bite of extreme chili, because we took quite a bit of damage out there working on that node from all of those spores, which is definitely a pain in the butt, but it you know, is a necessary evil, unfortunately. So what are we going to work on now? Well, we need to get some balance shards. Balance shards are, of course, 2 of each primal aspect, except for whichever shards you use. So for instance, here we have 2 of every aspect except for air, because it uses an air shard. If we use fire, well, we would need 2 air aspect but no fire aspect. So it's very easy to get balance shards. We're going to need a couple of them. So let's see what we got in here as far as aspects goes. Well, we only have 20 Ignis. Modus, we got plenty of Terra. Sano Aqua, we have 57. Ordo, we only have 32. Plenty of metallum. That's gonna come in handy a lot later. Fabrico, Luca, Lucum. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we missing? We are missing the air aspect. Don't have any of that whatsoever. Nor do we have any not Praecantatio, but Preditio. Oh, that's okay. Let's go ahead and cook up some of these. And off camera, I also taught the system how to make sandstone. So let's make about a stack of those. And that'll craft up fairly quickly here. We're gonna need our chisel back. Well, it would, except for the fact that, you know, it's also got to craft the sand out of the cobble. But again, we've got our macerators taking care of that, so that's why it's moving, you know, at a fairly decent clip. So there we go, we're just about done. It's 51, 52, 53, 54, come on now. 7, 8, 9, 60. And give us the stack. There we go. There's a stack. And let's just go ahead and have these do up about 2,000 sand for us, just so we've got some on hand. So now if we take a look, sandstone holds 3 Terra and 3 Preditio. Well, that's not bad, but we don't want that extra Terra. We've got enough Terra as it is. Well, if we turn it into chiseled sandstone, that gives us 2 Terra and 3 Preditio, 2 Terra, and 1 Praecantatio. Smooth sandstone is 3 Preditio, 2 Terra, and 1 Ordo. And each one, for the most part, has various, except for some of these chiseled 2 ones, which I'm not exactly sure why. However, that's not what we're interested in. We are interested in down here. Tinker's Construct, that has 2 Preditio, 1 Terra, and the sandstone from Minecraft, again, 3 and 3. But the one we are after is from Tinker's Construct, the fancy sandstone brick, which is just 1 straight Preditio. So let's go ahead and grab a stack of those, and we will toss our Preditio Ethereal Essence in there, get that cooked up. That'll get us some more Arum as well. And then we just throw in our sandstone, and we can get our Preditio. So, we come back over here. Oh, hey, look at that. We already have some balance shards made up. Thanks for telling me, guys. That's okay. We will definitely be using them in the future. So what are we going to do with these? With these, we are going to start making V-charging relays. So, to make a V-charging relay, we need to make a V-relay. A V-relay, you get 2 of them for a little bit of iron and a balanced shards. So, I'll come in here and we will look that recipe up. There we go. A little bit of fire, a little bit of Ordo, or Ignis and Ordo, and voila, there is 2 V relays. Awesome. Now what do we do with these? Well, I will show you guys. Let's first check on our R node, which should be transduced. It sure is. Look at that. 22 Terra, 22 Aqua. I had just over 400. 16 for the rest except for Ordo, which is 18. That is awesome, because remember, this is incentive-y, okay? So this will transfer at 0.16, 0.18, and 0.1 or 0.22 V per second, or per tick rather, which is awesome, because if these numbers were lower, like if we only had like 8 Terra, kind of like our Terra over here, I believe is only an 8. Yeah, see, it's only an 8. That means that this node is only transferring at 0.08 per tick. Well, that works out fine for our, Essentia crystallizers back here. But we are using this to run machines, and we are using this node to recharge our staff. Or our wand, rather. So, we place down these V relay, and as you can see, we get this beam that goes from the center of the node straight out to the V relay. How cool is that? So now, if we come out here, and we can go about there. Nope. A little bit too far. They have a bit of a small range on them. That is the only downside about it. So let's try coming back here just a bit. Nope. Can we come back one more? There we go. Now it'll connect. Because see, we also want to try and stay clear of our altar area, because this could potentially throw in some instability, and we already have enough stability issues as it is. We don't need this thing becoming even more unstable. The beam going through, however, is not that big of a deal. So we will just kind of place these down one at a time here until we... There we go. And is that clear? Oh yeah, that's clear. Okay, so let's come over here a little bit more. Can we connect there? We can. Let's see if we can go out one more. We can. Like I said, I love this anti-block because, well, you want pitch black, it'll give you pitch black. Problem is that you really cannot see where the blocks are, and it can make it difficult if you're trying to do stuff like this. Yeah, that was one too far, so we'll move back, and there we go. That's a good distant reach right there. It looks like probably one more V relay, which is fine. We can put those away now. Because we're also going to need some gray wood. And we are going to need to turn those into rods. We're going to need 2 of those. And one of these, we are going to place our rods. Just like that. Grab some iron. And there we go. A little bit of Ignis, a little bit of Ordo, and a little bit of air, which we should have plenty left. We sure do. And we can get the V relay charger. And now we got another headache coming along. Of course we do. So let's bring this out here. And will it reach that far? No, it won't. But it will reach right there. So that's fine. We will just break that. Put that down. Now where this goes, is this goes right on top of our arcane workbench. Cool. So now, without the goggles of revealing, all you see is the relays, and you can barely make out that line. But you put the goggles back on, that line is visible. So now, if we come back over here, and we grab our wand, remember, we could take it over here and pop it in our recharge station here, and it'll work. It's rather slow, but it does do the job. Go ahead and break some of this fibrous taint. Yeah, we're going to have to kind of move some of these around here. So let's grab one of these, and nope, they won't go on the they won't go on the ceiling or anything like that. So let's grab all of these, because remember, we have that pure node back there, which is helping keep that area cleaned up. So we'll put one back there, and let's put one, say, right over here, and we will put the other one right across the way from it, right over here. just to help keep this place, you know, decently cleaned up. Now this pure node back here won't do anything, remember, because it's stabilized. So, you know, all of its properties are pretty much null and void. So there we go. That should hopefully keep this fibrous taint in check. We may have to come along once in a while and break it up just because, well, it's a pain. But as long as, you know, this area doesn't turn into a, you know, tainted biome or anything, which it should start turning into a magical forest once this R node, pure R node, gets to work. So anyway, now, actually I think I goofed. I just put down a node stabilizer. That's okay, it'll do the job. But, nope, I didn't, oops. See, I almost thought that I wanted to put down an advanced node stabilizer, but had I done that, this R node here, this tainted node, would have been able to zap this node here and potentially steal its aspects and essentially kill the R node. But because this is a regular node stabilizer, it doesn't allow it to do anything. So anyway, sorry guys, a bit of a rabbit chase there. So yeah, like I was saying, we could go ahead and put our, you know, wand back in, you know, our charging station here, and it would charge up rather slowly, but it will charge. And yeah, this taint is really starting to get annoying. However, if we come over here and we place it in there, see how much quicker this is recharging, and everything's charging across the board. And if we look, we can see exactly which aspect it is getting the bulk of. And right now it is the air aspect. And as soon as the air aspect gets full, it will change to a different color. But how nice is that, guys? You know, it just sits there, and, you know, we can do our crafting in here, and it will just chug along happily. But that's still not the best. I mean, this will work. You know, we can always have a wand at the ready. Just change it over to Ignis aspect to charge up the Ignis. I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong, and I absolutely love it. But we're not using that all that much. In fact, all of our crafting we've been doing has been out of the arcane terminal. Well, that is where Thaumic Energistics comes into play. Next episode, we will work on getting that V relay hooked into our Thaumic Energistics system. So we can leave our wand right in here, or our crafting scepter. We may even make one of those next episode. We can leave it all right here, do whatever crafting, and it will automatically recharge right here in the arcane terminal. How awesome would that be? But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that little bell notification icon. It lets you know when the newest episodes come out, and helps keep you up to date with what's going on. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media at Irish Red Gaming on Twitter, or /Irish Red Gaming on Facebook.com. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I will definitely talk to you in the next video. See ya.